The collected teachings of Luang Porchaya from the February 14th, 2020 talk, A Bit of Abhidhamma. Today is the 6th day of your silent meditation retreat. Last night I was talking about eyes, ears, nose, tongue, body, and mind. Today I would like to continue by talking about the law of dependent origination. I typically just talk about one link a night so it's easy to understand. So because of these 6 sense bases, contact arises. Here we have to know them one by one. Think about when we see something, for example. We call this eye sensitivity. And with the other sense bases, there is ear sensitivity, nose sensitivity, tongue sensitivity, and so on. Now, because we have eye sensitivity as the cause, we can see visible objects. If you're blind, you cannot see them. Or if you close your eyes, you cannot see them. And even having eye sensitivity, our eye sensitivity should be good. If it's not good, you cannot see. And even if your eye sensitivity is good, if there's no visible object, then you cannot see. So a visible object is one matter, or rupa. Eye sensitivity is also rupa. They are both rupa, matter. They are the cause. Then, seeing consciousness, or we can call it eye consciousness, arises, and you see. This means that eye sensitivity and visible objects are the cause, and eye consciousness or seeing consciousness is the effect. There's no being here, it's just mind and matter. We need to understand this point. The Buddha said that there is no being, no man, no woman. You cannot say your eye sensitivity is mine, or that it's a man, or a woman, or it's you, right? Eye sensitivity is just one kind of matter, or rupa. As for visible objects, we usually think of them as a person, a being, as man or woman, etc. But this is just a concept. In reality, visible objects are just rupa. Visible objects are just one kind of matter. And then, seeing consciousness is the effect. The seeing consciousness is not a being, it's not a person, it's not a man, and it's not a woman. It's just seeing consciousness. One consciousness. It's nama. See that? Because the two kinds of rupa are the cause or condition. Eye consciousness or nama, as an effect, arises. Our eye sensitivity in every moment is just arising and disappearing. Visible objects are just arising and disappearing, and eye consciousness is also just arising and disappearing, 17 times faster than the rupa. That's why when we practice meditation, whatever you see is just seeing. And if you keep practicing this, you'll see that it's just mind and matter, interrelated, arising and disappearing. You'll see the nature of mind and matter. Eye consciousness arises when 4 conditions have been met. 362. Just practice 1. Eye sensitivity must be good. 2. A visible object must be present and prominent. 3. Light must be present. If there's no light, seeing consciousness will not arise. For example, even if you have good eye sensitivity and the object is big, if you're in the dark, you'll not see it. That's why this is one of the requirements. And 4, we need attention. For example, while you're sitting here, your eye sensitivity is good, and you have light, too. And maybe someone walks next to you or around you. But if you have no attention, you will not see the person. So we need attention. Attention must be present. Please remember that for seeing consciousness or eye consciousness to arise, these 4 conditions must be met. If you understand this point, the remainder is very simple, very easy, it's similar. For hearing consciousness to arise, 4 conditions must be met. 1. Our ear sensitivity must be good. If you're deaf, you won't hear. If you close your ears, you will not hear anything. 2. Sound must be present. If there's no sound, you won't hear anything. 3. We need space for the passing of the sound. See that? I'm sitting here talking to all of you, but if we have no space between us, you won't hear what I'm talking about. And 4. We need attention. If there's no attention, you will not know what I'm talking about. Attention must be present. So in this case, ear sensitivity is rupa, one kind of matter. Sound is one kind of matter. And space is one kind of matter. Attention is Nama. For nose consciousness to arise, we have 4 conditions that must be met. 1. Our nose sensitivity must be good. Someone without good nose sensitivity can't smell anything. 2. Smell must be present. If there's no smell, you won't sense anything. 3. The air element, which carries the smell, must be present. For example, I may be sitting here, but if the air element does 363, the collected teachings of Luang Porchaya not carry the smell to my nose, I won't smell anything. And 4. We need attention. If you're doing something or you're talking, even if someone's cooking in the kitchen, you won't smell anything because there's no attention. For tongue consciousness to arise, 4 conditions must be met. 1. Our tongue sensitivity must be good. 2. Taste must be present. 3. The liquid element, such as saliva, must be present. If your tongue is dry, there's no liquid element, such as saliva, you won't sense the taste. And 4. We need attention, right? If you're eating but thinking about something else, and someone asks you if the food is good, you won't know, because you didn't notice. So we need attention. Tongue sensitivity is one kind of matter. Rupa. Taste is one kind of matter. The liquid element is one kind of rupa. Attention is nama. 4 conditions must be met for body consciousness to arise. 1. Our body sensitivity must be good. 2. Touch must be present. A tangible object must be present. 3. Firmness and solidness of the touch must be present. If something is very soft, you cannot feel the touch. And 4. We need attention. If there's no attention, you won't know you've been touched. I would like all of you to know that when tangible objects come into contact with our body, there are only 3 kinds of matter. 1. The air element. 2. The earth element. And 3. The fire element. There is no water element. There are only 3 kinds of rupa. For example, when you feel something, oh, I feel something hard or soft. Hardness or softness is the earth element. Or, oh, I feel very cold or very warm. This is the fire element. And if you feel pushing, stiffness, or tension, this is the air element. See that? There are 3 kinds of essential elements, and no water element. I'll elaborate. When you wash your hands, what do you feel? You feel cold, warm, or hot. What element is this? It's the fire element. If it 364 just practice feels hard or soft, this is the earth element. If you feel the water pushing on you, this is the air element. But you cannot feel the nature of the water element. You know it is water because of your mind, but you can't sense it by touch. What is the nature of the water element? Fluidity and cohesion. You know the water is fluid, it's just flowing, right? You know this fluidity by your mind, but you can't touch that fluidity. How about cohesion? You cannot feel that. So please remember that tangible objects have only 3 kinds of matter in existence. There's no water element. As for mind consciousness, we have sense impression consciousness, seeing, hearing, smelling, tasting, and touching. We call this the 5 sense impression consciousness. And we still have the mind element. So if we study Abhidhamma, we will know that the mind element has 3 kinds of consciousness. We call the 3 kinds of consciousness Mano Dhatu. Mano is mind, and Dhatu means element. So, mind element. We have mental impression consciousness. For the 76 kinds of mental impression consciousness to arise, what do we need? We need 1. The mind door. 2. A mental object. 3. The heart base. If there's no heart, this consciousness cannot arise. And 4. Attention. We need these 4 kinds of conditions. So it's just mind and matter. Some of you who learn Abhidhamma will know that we have unwholesome consciousness, wholesome consciousness, the resultant consciousness, and functional consciousness. They arise because of 4 conditions. The Buddha said that contact arises because of the six sense bases. Contact means, as I just mentioned, that we have four conditions. Because of these four conditions, eye consciousness, ear consciousness, and so on, arises. And this eye and ear consciousness has 7 kinds of mental associates. Among the 7 kinds of mental associates, phassa also arises. It's not only phassa, there are others too. I would like all of you to understand about this phassa. The Buddha explained about this. Phassa means the combination of 3 factors. In this case, we use the example of eye sensitivity, visible objects, and eye consciousness. See that? 3 kinds of things arising together. We call phassa. We need to understand this. 365. The collected teachings of Luang Por Chaya. As we study the 6 sense bases, the 6 objects, and the consciousnesses, we see it's not a being, right? It's not a man or a woman, just mind and matter, nama and rupa. They are interrelated as cause and effect, arising and disappearing. That's why we practice meditation, to see this reality as mind and matter. As you see mind and matter arising, why do they arise? Because of the cause. If we have a cause, we have an effect. With no cause, there is no effect. Once they arise, they won't last long. Nothing lasts long. Every moment, every second, arising and disappearing. We need to use our effort to see that. Try to be mindful, concentrate on that, and then you will see wisdom arise. You will see their nature. I would like all of you to try the best you can, not only at the temple, but even at work or at home. Try to remember the Buddha's teaching. When you see, hear, smell, taste, touch, or think about something, it's just mind and matter, cause and effect, interrelated, arising and disappearing. By seeing this, it means you see the truth. You see the phenomena of mind and matter as impermanent, unsatisfactory, and of a non-self nature. Then you will be able to reduce your greed, anger, delusion, worry, and so on, and you will gain peace and happiness. Try the best you can, and follow the guidance of the Buddha to see the phenomena of mind and matter, and to see the arising and disappearing. This means you see the truth, you see suffering. It's just suffering, just arising and disappearing, on, incessantly. If you do not see suffering, you will not see the end of suffering. So the first thing we need to see is suffering. After you see suffering, eventually you will see the end of suffering. We call the end of suffering nibbana, the cessation of suffering. May all of you be able to gain this supramundane wisdom, see the cessation of suffering, and be a noble one in this life. Now we'll practice meditation. It's mainly mindfulness meditation that we practice. We need mindfulness. The Buddha said this is the only way to overcome all kinds of suffering, to gain enlightenment. So we need to practice mindfulness meditation. And we don't only practice this at the temple or at a meditation center. We can also practice it at home or at work. This is a very wonderful technique or method. We need to practice it. We can practice it anywhere, anytime, and in any posture. So try to make a strong determination. I will practice meditation every day. Commit yourself so that it becomes a part of your daily life. We eat every day, right? So we 366. Just practice should practice every day so that it becomes a part of our life. One day has 24 hours, so don't say, I don't have time. I'm very busy. Don't lie to yourself. As I remind all of you, try to be aware of every step you take. At least as you walk, just know. Walking, 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 walking. Try to be aware of the movement of your legs. You know you're walking. This means mind and body are together in every moment. This means you're practicing mindfulness meditation. So everyone can do this. From the moment you wake up in the morning, you can start practicing meditation. Whatever you do, every physical activity, try to be mindful. Be aware of it. Whatever happens with your thoughts, your sensations, your feelings, your emotions, try to be aware of it. And then you will see that nothing lasts long. It just arises and disappears incessantly. So try to do that. When we sit in meditation, we need saddha, confidence, or faith. If we lack confidence, there's no effort. So we practice meditation. It's the greatest merit. We also do some dana to reduce our greed and attachment. We observe 8 precepts, including fasting, no cosmetics, no singing, no dancing, no music, no concerts, no perfume, and so on. This means we're trying to reduce our attachment and greed, and we practice meditation. See that? In every moment, we're trying to reduce our greed, anger, and delusion. That's why the greatest merit is mental culture. We need to culture our mind. If we do not culture our mind, only greed, anger, and delusion arise. They are the cause of suffering. When we practice meditation, we need patience. If we have no patience, we will not gain concentration. We will not see the nature of mind and matter. So we need patience. When we sit in meditation, we have to sit still, and our upper body should be straight. If it's not straight, it's very easy to fall asleep. That's not practicing meditation. It's sleeping meditation. So we need a straight upper body. We should use our effort to sit still like a statue, right? We need that patience. And you'll feel pain. As I remind you, pain is your good friend. Welcome your good friend. Stay with the pain as much as you can. The Buddha said that sometimes we feel pain, but we're just feeling physical pain. Don't allow mental pain to arise. Why did the Buddha say that even though we have physical pain, don't allow mental pain to arise? Because mental pain means anger. Don't allow anger to arise. So how do we not allow mental pain to arise? Don't attach to the body. The Buddha said that if we attach to our body, we will have mental pain, anger will arise. If we're not attached to our body, there's no mental pain anymore. As 367, the collected teachings of Luang Por Chaya, sentient beings, for many, many lives we have been attached to our bodies. It's very hard to get rid of that, but we try our best, right? So try to follow the Buddha's teaching. Just sit still and try to be patient with whatever happens with your body. See its nature. If it's beyond your patience, you can move. You can change position. That's fine for the beginner. Later on, maybe you won't need to change your position. But for beginners, try the best you can. If it's beyond your patience, you may change your position. Sometimes, if possible, don't change it. So be patient, be mindful, use effort, and have confidence, and then you will see what happens with your body, your sensations, your feelings, your emotions, and your thoughts. You'll see that. That's why we need patience. It's right effort. Try to do that. When you go back home after the retreat, practice every day. Make a resolution. One day has 24 hours, and I've done something else for many, many years already. But now I have to practice meditation every day as part of my life. So make a strong determination to sit in meditation for 10 minutes a day, at least 10 minutes. If you have time, practice for 15 minutes or 20 minutes, whatever, but at least 10 minutes. So in one day, you practice for 10 minutes. But how about after 1 year? That's 3,650 minutes. See that? And then on your birthday, oh, today's my birthday. And then you'll think about how 1 year has 365 days, and you sat in meditation every day for at least 10 minutes. You'll be proud of yourself. So we need to do that. You need to do that. Oh, I'm busy. I don't have time to practice. Don't make excuses, okay? At least 10 minutes. On and on, not on and off. Promise? Okay, sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. Any questions? No questions? Q. Thank you, Luang Por. You don't need to say thank you. I'm proud of all of you. You sacrifice your time to come and practice meditation. So I'm proud of all of you. Okay, now it's 6:30 p.m. Today I'll make an exception. Instead of more meditation, go and rest. Happy? Luang Por laughs. 368.